Hey everyone, we're back. Hold on one second and we'll bring Rob right back over. Hold on, let me grab him. Sorry about that little glitch there. Let me grab Mr. 4 and we will bring him right back over. Let me bring him over. Okay, we'll be right back with you guys. Hold on one second. Hold on one second and we'll bring Rob right back with us so we can continue the slideshow. Give me 1 second. All right, let me get Rob right back over here. The joys, exactly, Frank, the joys of technology. Let me see. Rob's probably just talking and thinking that he's going right now. So give me just 2 seconds. He probably doesn't even know that he's off. And let me see. Let me see if I can't find him. He probably didn't see that he dropped off because he's screen sharing. So let me see if I can't text him. All right, let me see if we can. Where is Rob? All right, well, we'll see him in just a second. I'm sure I will put the slideshow back up to where he was. Give me just 1 second here and I will pull it up and let me go and
hey, am I back?
Yes, there you go. Yay, there you go.
Yay!
All right, let me go ahead and highlight you. There you go.
My phone rang.
You can go right back to screen presentation. It just popped off for a second, so everyone is.
All right, so we're right there, huh? All right. So are we right back to the work your plan page?
Yeah, you were right on the work your plan. That's exactly right.
Okay. So what I did is when I was really looking at my blog, I was seeing that there was a lot of blog posts there where I wasn't actively promoting anything. I didn't have any products or services that matched the content of the blog post. But I was also on the side on different blogs making quite a bit of money selling Clickbank products and JV Zoo products and Warrior Forum products and all these things. You know, these little products like the diabetes diet and all that. And even though these 3 blogs didn't have a lot of content that kind of matched that stuff, what I did is I did the same thing that we just talked about, the 5-step plan. I went and got a list of the top 40 best-selling products on Clickbank, went and did keyword research for all of them, literally compiled a list, if you can see at the very bottom, of over 6,600 keywords. Then I set about the business of going to add all of those to my blog. Now, I don't know about you, but the whole idea of going through every one of your blog posts and searching for these 6,000 keywords sounded like a lot of work. So I found a program that would do that for me. There's a program called Pretty Link Profits, or Pretty Link Pro, I think. That is free, or you can buy the update for like $97. And then what I did is I just uploaded all these keywords into that program, and it automatically created all these little text links for me to promote these top 40 selling products. Automatically did it. And I went and I did that on all my blogs. And I didn't take a screenshot, but it literally doubled my sales results and my income, because now we're selling 47 more products. With the My Lead System Pro, we had 34 offers. With a click of my mouse, in less than 10 minutes, we added 40 of the best-selling products promoted by over 6,000 keywords. So we were able to monetize work we had done we had finished doing back in 2012. That's pretty insane. And again, once you've completed your build out, or even along the way, the goal is to think, how can I automate what I've done so I can get the results or even make the results better and get my time back. We want to get our time back so we can enjoy life. So that's what I have for you tonight, because we're coming up pretty close to the top of the hour. So let me share again the 5-step system that has never failed. You might want to take a screenshot of this or jot it down real quick, because even though it sounds simple, there's a lot of work to get this done if you want to really go dominate and blow out everybody. In fact, you know, Bert tells a story when he was first introduced to me, it was because he just saw me everywhere. Well, if you're out there doing a blog post and a video for 3,300 keywords, guess what? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. So people thought, oh, dude, you're so good. No, the only reason I was good is I did so much. So if I'm promoting 3,300 keywords, obviously I'm going to rank for a few hundred of them, right? So it looked like I was everywhere. That's the magic.
Well, and part of the magic is right here. If you really look at this and what people, if you recognize from what we've been doing over the past couple of weeks, what Rob is giving you right here is a LoRa. This is the most basic of like the LoRa, and then each one of these steps probably could be broken down again. But if you could just accomplish these 5 steps right here, this is the same 5 steps that when Rob tells that story about me telling the story about finding Rob, when I found Rob online originally, before we were partners, and I was just brand new coming online, I found a piece of content of Rob's that literally funneled me into a training that showed me these 5 steps. I applied these 5 steps into my business to get results, right? When I got results, that's how I was able to actually get Rob's attention, right? Think about what it takes to get someone like Rob's attention without just getting, without just, a loud noise or a trinket or a novelty to really get his attention. What'd you say, Rob?
A baseball to the head. Hey, dude.
Right? Yeah. A fastball at like 100 miles an hour will work.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So again, the 5-step system, it's never failed. Now there may be some work, there may be some head scratching, there may be some chewing on your fingernail moments as you're trying to figure out each thing. Because yeah, this is kind of like the broad view, and there's going to be little independent LoRa's along the way. How do you get your links? How do you use a spreadsheet to put all your links in? That could be a LoRa all by itself. How the heck do you use the stupid spreadsheet? How do you really go research a target market? But so you want to determine, number one, what you're selling. Now, keep in mind, you may be selling one thing, but when you do your keyword research or study your target market, you might find that you can sell that one thing to 5 distinct target markets. Maybe it will sell well to nurses and doctors and dentists. Those are distinct markets. And so you would research each of those markets and approach them. Your content would be targeted and written specifically for them. So there's all kinds of ways to go about this. But it was determine what you're selling, pick a target market to serve, research to find that target market's wants, desires, and problems, do your keyword research, and then just use that as your map to create the content that reminds them that they have a problem or they have a desire, and offer the solution that's going to get them what they're looking for. And then you need to promote that content so it can be easily be found. Now you can promote it doing SEO, you can promote it doing ads, you can promote it all kinds of different ways, but it needs to be where they are looking. So you need to research that as well. Now, I listed it in this order because this is what most of us do. Most of us join a network marketing deal. Let's say it's a health and wellness one. So you got some shakes, diet shakes you sell, and you got some other stuff you sell. So you have stuff to sell, and you need to go pick a target market to serve. But the better way, and I say this from experience, and right now I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt again, because it's like, dude, you know this already. Why did you do it again? A better way is to pick your target market first. You pick the target market first. Do the research to find out what's their biggest pain, what's their biggest challenge, where's this great big gaping hole in the market that they're all screaming for, and you go find that solution. So you pick your target market first, find their problems, then you go find the products that will solve that problem. That's a much, much better way to do it. When in fact, when I first got started online in 1996, that's what we did. I read a book. The book was How to Make $4,000 a Day in the Comfort of Your Home at Your Kitchen Table in Your Underwear by a guy named Jeff Paul. And he said, pick your target market first, find the problem, create a solution. So when I got this big book of lists, it was called the SRDS, so basically a list of lists. And I started going down the list. And the first one on the list was attorneys. It's like, I don't want to serve attorneys because if something goes wrong, they win, right? So I don't want those guys. The next one on the list was accountants. I said, man, I don't want to work with accountants because I don't make any money, for one. That would be embarrassing. And two, most accountants I know are pretty boring. You know, they're just too analytical for me. The next one on the list that had millions of people were real estate agents. So I can't find anything bad in my brain about I don't know anything about real estate agents or real estate, but he said, pick the target market first. So I picked real estate agents because it was the third down the list. The first I just eliminated because I didn't want to work with them. The third, I could find no reason not to work with them, so I picked them. Then what I did is I called 100 real estate agents and brokers who were making over $1 million a year and said, what do you like best about what you do? What do you do that's working really awesome? I'm a kid in college. Well, I said something. I had a story, and they told me what I wanted to know. I was basically just an interviewer. Then I called 100 real estate agents that were making less than $100,000 a year. I said, what do you love about real estate? Why did you get in? What do you hate about real estate? If you could wave a magic wand and fix it, what would you fix? And I wrote down their answers. So I found their pain. Then I knew the solutions because the top producers told me what it was. And then I created a product, and we sold that product. I never made $4,000 a day in my underwear at the kitchen table, but we got it up to $2,000 a day sitting at the kitchen table in our underwear, literally, because we were living in a 2-bedroom house and we didn't have any room. And so that's what we did. When I started promoting the blogs, we were in network marketing already. And so we started selling network marketing related tools to the people in network marketing. It worked. We've done over $1 million doing that, but we've also had significant challenges. You can't advertise. If you're in network marketing, you're going to find it impossible to advertise. Some affiliate marketing products, like if you're selling how to win at the racetrack or how to win at blackjack or one of these, or the dating niche, you can't advertise. And so you're limited into what you can do. So because you already, in a sense, are forced to sell what you got yourself involved in, you might be limited. So I wanted to share that with you. If whatever you're doing today, if you're not deeply entrenched, you're not making a lot of money, even if you've spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to make money, but if you're not making a lot of money, it could be because it's impossible to serve that market effectively online. Instead, pick a target market to serve people you actually enjoy hanging around with and serving, and then go find something to sell them. I know the reason I come out of semi-retirement to partner with Bert was because the Internet Marketing College goes way beyond. In fact, it has nothing to do with network marketing. It can help network marketers market better, but it can help doctors and dentists and chiropractors and the dog shampooer person and the person trying to sell their book online. And it can serve almost everybody because it's all about e-commerce and building businesses and expanding brands online. So when Bert and I were sitting there planning, we're going, wow, the market's pretty wide. Which target market do we want to serve first? And once we have that done, which one will we go to next? So the market's pretty open and wide, and each is a particular niche. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that you're best served picking your target market first, then go find what to sell them. So real quick, so let me check the clock again. So we should have these guys coming on real soon, so I want to talk before Chris gets on here. We said you could partner with us. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning. But for those who want to tap into the power of working together as part of a team, me, Bert, and you, and the rest of our team, to actually work with us, to sit at the table, we guide you through, we plug you into what we already have, and to actually help you produce lead sales and delicious paychecks. Here's your chance. Option 1, again, join the elite pre-launch of IMC. Now I'm going to tell you right up front, it'll cost you $12,000, and this closes in 2 weeks. But there's such a huge benefit to doing this, you need to go check it out and do it. And if you argue for your limitations, I promise you they're yours. And what do I mean by that? You say, oh my God, $12,000, there's no way. Well, then for you, guess what? There's no way. That's the way it is. And money usually is never the issue. If you really want it, if you needed $12,000 to give your son or your daughter or your spouse life-saving surgery in the next 2 weeks, you'd find it. You absolutely would. So you can't use money as an excuse. So anything else is just fear. But if you really want to take your business income and lifestyle to the next level, this is what me and Bert are committed to doing for the minimum of the next 3 years until we collect $1 million bonus check, which means we already made $1 million, because there's so much value here and so much opportunity to make it happen. So 2 weeks, 12 grand. If you join us now in pre-launch, we literally give you everything. Go look at week 2, about $16,000 in bonuses just from me and Bert, $36,000 in bonuses from Chris, plus an opportunity to make about $9,800 more in commission faster than if you join after the launch on 8/5. Option number 2, for the people who are arguing for their limitations. If you argue for your limitations, say, I really just need to find out more. Well, then go buy a ticket and get to the live event August 5, 6, and 7 in Phoenix. The tickets are $25 or $100 if you want to treat yourself to something special. You're going to learn how to make money online, selling your own products, affiliate products, even your MLM. In addition, at the event, Chris will officially launch the Internet Marketing College. And at that point, there will be 3 different price levels. The lowest of them is $100. You can be first in line and get that first mover advantage, but you can only do that if you're at the event. Plus, if you go back to week 2, or I think I'll share it with you here, if you get to that event, Bert and I just actually get to the event. Bert and I rented a condo right across the street. Now, either on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, either at lunchtime or dinner time, we're going to do a little breakaway event with everybody that shows up. We're going to give you some special stuff. So you go get that ticket. The first thing you're going to get is Video Rank Sniper. This is a product we're sort of quietly launching and testing out right now to get your videos to rank instantly on YouTube, Google Video, and even the front page of Google. I mean, instantly. Bert sent one over to me today. It was like 18 seconds or something crazy. My record's 22 seconds. We're talking instantly. Well, we have a regular version and the premiere version. The premiere version hasn't been released yet. You'll get it free at this event. You show up, we'll give it to you free, and early rights to promote it, first mover advantage. We'll even show you how to promote it if you already have a blog or video. Here's an idea. I posted this one video and it landed on YouTube, 22 seconds. Now I posted this about digital media courses online. Why would I do that? Because we're promoting the Internet Marketing College. That makes sense? We know what we're promoting. We did our keyword research, and now we're producing the content that's going to drive people into the funnel. Remember the 5-step proven system that has never failed. You get to the event, we will give you the tool to do this. Anyway, I'm getting excited here. Here's another one, how to find digital media courses online. This is Google video. Google, not YouTube. We rank #1 out of 1.8 million other videos, 3 minutes. Here's another one, 8 minutes to get on YouTube for Facebook lead generation app. This has nothing to do with the IMC. It has something else. I was promoting something else that I actually did a video using Video Rank Sniper 2 weeks ago. I did 2 videos. They both ranked on the front page of YouTube. We've had over 2,000 views, like 150 likes. We've made over $700 in affiliate commissions. 2 videos that ranked instantly 2 weeks ago, and the money keeps coming in. I'm getting like $45 a day. Bloop, 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 bloop. It's crazy. It took 8 minutes to rank this one. Here's another one, 38 minutes. This is, if you actually look at the browser, this is on Google. On Google. We ranked on the first page, video, how to get free telemarketing leads, which is a very, 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 very competitive thing. Took 38 minutes. 38 minutes. This will make me money for many, many, many years. It's crazy. So you get your ticket, we're going to give you a free copy of the premier version of Video Rank Sniper. We're also going to give you bonus number 2, which is a Pretty Link Profits. I talked about that earlier. Remember when I showed you I added 40 of the top best-selling Clickbank products to my blogs, which doubled my income in 10 minutes. I've already done all the keyword research, 6,600 keywords, tied them all into the 40 of the top best-selling products. And if you have a blog, or you're going to have a blog, so if you already have a blog that has content, or you have a blog that's going to have content in the future, 10 minutes, you instantly monetize it for 40 of the top best-selling products in the world. I currently sell this for $297. We give it to you free, and it's going to make you money forever, completely automated. Like Bert said, like the old Ronco commercial, just set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. Go to bed, wake up tomorrow with money in your pocket. Kind of cool. And you're instantly going to turn your blog into easy Clickbank commissions. Here's a screenshot for last month, a couple weeks last month. You know, not a whole lot, but I'm not doing anything. This is something I did. You know, it took me a couple weeks to set it up, but it takes you 10 minutes, and it's done deal. So you just make money for doing nothing. The second thing we're going to give you, this is a $1,100 value, is our Instant Authority Content Profit System. This is done for you content. This is the same exact keywords, articles, and blog posts I posted to my personal blog. These were all written by me that to build out that $1.7 million in 212 days. Now, it took me 212 days of working my tail off because I did all the research, I did all the writing, I got all the pictures, I did all that stuff. And this is all for network marketing, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, and video marketing. So if that's the target market, people you're trying to attract, the Instant Authority Content Profit System will work for you. I'm going to give you all of those articles. And then we'll show you how to auto-publish them or get them published. It took me 212 days. It'll take you 30. 30 days, you'll have your blog set up to publish 1 new article a day for the next year. Once they publish, we'll show you how to use the republisher to get the older posts and republish them. Then you can be just like me. It doesn't matter if you roll out of bed or roll over in bed, you're going to make money every single day because you've created an automatic money machine. You combine authority content with pretty profit systems, the auto republisher, and getting videos to rank to drive people to your blog post, it's game over. The event ticket is $25. Did I mention that? $25. And you get all of this. Bonus number 3. For those of you who don't know, I'm a certified firewalk instructor. I went to the same school as Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, as you know, if you ever went to one of his Data Destiny events, is like $5,000, and you graduate by walking across a bed of hot coals. Well, the hotel refused to let us do a firewalk, but they're going to let us do a glass walk. And what that means is in this breakout event that Bert and I are going to have at our condo, we're going to feed you maybe we'll feed you, maybe we won't, we haven't decided yet, but we are going to have a 2 or 3 hour breakout event where we just kind of kick it, and then we're going to talk about the hurts, habits, and hang-ups that have been holding you back. Because I know a lot of you guys and gals on the line right here tonight have been saying forever, I'm going to make it work this time. I'm going to make it work this time. This is going to be the time. And it never does. It never is. Or you're saying, I'm going to lose weight. Gosh dang it, this is it. I'm going to exercise more, eat less, and you gain weight instead. What's going on? Well, you have unconscious, subconscious hurts, habits, and hang-ups that are holding you back, and we're going to use a glass walk. You don't have to walk if you don't want to. That's okay. We're going to invite you to walk on broken glass, real glass, in your bare feet, and show you exactly how you can trust yourself to get past those hurts, habits, and hang-ups and get it done. So that's pretty much all I have, and I think the other guys are probably on the line.
They are. They're here. We've got two special guests for you guys this evening. So for those of you guys that stayed through the presentation tonight, you guys saw the amazing bonuses that we're giving you guys. We brought the man of the hour, the guy that's putting on the actual 3C event, so that he could tell you why you should be here, what it's all about. So we brought him here live with you. You can see still nice and sunny and warm over there in Arizona. And you can see the sun shining on Chris. Chris, welcome to the webinar. Say hello to everyone. Beautiful shot. Look at that, guys. Arizona sunset right there.
Hey, Chris, you're muted, it sounds like.
Chris.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, now. Hey,
cool.
buddy.
Hey, guys, what's up, what's up? So, yeah, I'll come out when you guys want me to come out and talk. I'll hang with you for a few minutes. You're on a roll.
Yeah, you're live. You're ready to go.
Cool, cool. Well, you know, look, first of all, let me just tell you guys I'm excited. I've put my heart and soul into creating this opportunity. I've invested every last dollar that I've had. We've brought in resources, capital. We have an office, over 15 full-time salaried employees just for our launch. We have some of the biggest industry leaders on board, commitments. We're already doing over $1 million a month, really about $1.5 million because we have $100,000 days right now. The company's exploding. We're reinvesting all the money back into it. Our vision is to be able to take this internationally, be set up everywhere. So I just want to let you guys all know that you're dealing with somebody who is 100% focused on massively growing this opportunity for each one of you. So you have something that you can add to your, you know, sort of your tool belt, your resource belt of things to promote. You can add this. It can complement anything you're currently doing, and we can pay you significant commissions to offer a very good, high-quality, solid product. Now, not only do we have the affiliate side, but also the education itself. You don't have education like this anywhere out there. Okay, you just don't. What we've done is we've taken the seminar kind of guru industry and we've combined it with the higher education industry. Just last week, I was at Arizona State University on the entrepreneur side. The week before that, we were meeting with one of the past presidents of the University of Phoenix. So what we're doing is we're going into traditional education. We're taking some of these big, major players, people who develop class books, workbooks, textbooks, people who develop entire class outlines, and we're partnering them together with people who are great at Facebook ads and people who are great at search engine optimization and people who are great at blogging and people who are great at video marketing and we're merging them together to create an education that's unparalleled. So not only do you get a chance to be able to receive the best quality internet marketing education available, you can also be an affiliate and be able to earn back any investment towards tuition just by promoting this to other people. During pre-launch, I've got huge bonuses. I know that Bert and Rob have huge bonuses as well. So you kind of have this opportunity right now where there's a short window of time where you can be part of something before it explodes. We're looking to do $10 million a month in revenue, be over a $100 million a year company. From there, let's see how big we can take it. We've got people, one of my business partners, he already had a net worth of $150 million from previous companies. One of his previous companies, he's managed over 2,000 employees. A schemy little business opportunity on the internet, you know, like just sign up here and be part of this little thing. Yeah, trust me, you make a lot of money. If you're tired of that kind of hype and you want to plant a flag in something solid, something that's going to be here long term, something where we see changing the entire landscape and creating a whole new industry, disrupting the entire industry with a new way of education that I believe in the future, this is the main way people will teach. You'll be part of this from the very beginning. So we're absolutely committed to doing whatever we need to do on our side to give you a phenomenal education yourself and to give you an industry-leading product that you can turn around and sell and earn thousands of dollars in commissions every single time you do. On top of that, I've incentivized everybody where I have what's called my 36-month Matching Millions Challenge. Okay, it's a challenge. I want to challenge people to step up and make this their biggest anything they've ever done. So what I'm doing is I'm challenging each one of you. Here's how the challenge works. I'll give you 3 years, okay, to be able to achieve these, or you 2 months of yours. $100,000 in commissions. I'm giving you a $100,000 cash bonus. Okay, we're paying out of the company extra $100,000 for you. Straight up cash, all paid up. We'll give you $200,000 just plus a $100,000 bonus. Then the second part of the challenge is earn $1 million in commissions, and we will give you $1 million cash bonus paid all into your account. You can go and spend it the very next day if you want. It's not paid over time. It's not like one of those big checks and you read the fine print and it says, oh, this is like, you know, $500 a month for the rest of your life. This is straight up $1 million deposited into your account. And we could do this because the way that our affiliate compensation plan is structured, we have leverage. We have the ability to be able to pay huge bonuses without going upside down at all. So, and we know not everybody's going to hit it. But listen, if you want to be involved in something before it just skyrockets and everybody knows it and it's a household name, if you want to be involved then, and not only be involved, but if you also want to be positioned early to be able to get that Matching Millions bonuses, this is how you do it. And so the next thing I want to tell you guys about is August 5th through August 7th, we've got an event that is here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Let me tell you what this event is all about, okay? You're going to want to come to this event. First of all, you can get a coupon code from Bert and from Rob. You can get a coupon code where you can actually attend this event for as little as $100 for VIP for general admission, okay? $100 for VIP, $25 for general admission. That's all it's going to take. Levels. We're starting a college now. Everybody said, well, what are you going to do with your masterminds you used to run? Okay, they were crazy popular. People would spend $10,000 to come in and spend 3 days with me, and I would teach them everything I knew, right? So they said, what are you going to do? I said, mastermind available for just $100, exactly what I have right now. August 5th through August 7th, I have a 3-day mastermind. I'm the main speaker, teaching about 4 to 6 hours. I don't have a list. I'm going to teach you how to create traffic, convert sales. I'll set you up to make your Matching Millions $100,000 cash bonus and your $1 million bonus, and I'll lay out a clear vision for exactly what to do for the remainder of this year to be able to be massive with this affiliate program. How to actually do best of the best, literally traffic, leads, and sales. And it's 3 days of pure I have a 90 screen, a 90. You probably never even been to a conference that's like this. I don't have little projection screens with like my laptop on it. I have a 90-foot screen that is literally animations on it. It's gonna have graphics. I'm up there. I'm gonna teach you all my entire funnels that I build. Exactly convert sales. Actually, other promotes here. The one cool thing about what we do is that it complements whatever. It does not compete with it. It complements it. I'm gonna get 3 full days of straight education for $100. That is the key. Okay. So with that, I got Michael Hamburger, Chief Sales Officer. He handled everybody in the field. I wanted to make. Also, I was there. Now I'm glad. So unless. Internet Marketing College and the Matching Millions affiliate program.
Hey Chris, thanks for that, man. It was pretty awesome that you actually stopped by. You were kind of breaking up a little bit, but that was way cool. Hey Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. I was having a hard time hearing Chris. Did you guys hear him okay?
Yeah, he was kind of breaking up a little bit here and there, but I think we'll get him. We got the gist of it for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, man, as you can see why I'm so fired to be partnered with Chris. The guy's an absolute rock star, someone I've known of in the industry for quite a long time, and has definitely made his mark. And, you know, I can tell you that when I saw what was going on over here, I knew I had to be part of this from Jump Street and feel very grateful that I am. As Chris shared, we've got a really big push happening right now. You know, I came aboard about 2.5 months ago, and Chris and his business partner have invested a lot of time, a lot of resources. There are literally decades of experience behind the scenes, and I feel really privileged to be part of the team at the right place at the right time. As you heard Chris say, you know, there's nobody here that's half-stepping. And let me know, can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
You know, Chris, I saw Chris. We were at his house last night. He's got a beautiful estate overlooking some of the best real estate in Arizona, and I know he was having some challenges with the internet last night, and the crew was heading out today or tomorrow, so maybe it's just bandwidth isn't kicked back up right now. But, you know, as Chris was sharing, no one's half-stepping inside the college. You know, we've all jumped in here. Chris has literally leveraged every penny he has, or a lot of the money he has, to get this thing going. And I can tell you there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours that are poured into each piece of the curriculum development. So you take a subject matter expert, someone like Chris Record, who went from, you know, I think Chris, if I remember correctly, he started at Amway, had some struggles there, didn't make a lot of money, but definitely got into the training regiment and learned about how powerful he truly was, and went out and made $1 million plus with a real estate investment education company that was a big ticket direct sales business. And as you guys know, he's been around several different companies over the years. He's a multiple 7-figure earner, went to 8 figures, promoting other people's products, developed his own, got up to $10 million plus, and has invested that expertise, that network into what we're doing here at the Internet Marketing College. And, you know, what Chris really shared, I want to touch on. Some of the things that make us so special, we have a very attractive compensation plan, and I'll talk about that in a moment, but what really positions us head and shoulders above anything else out there is when you take a subject matter expert, someone like Chris Record. Guy is definitely a subject matter expert. He's made 10 million plus. He could teach a class on affiliate marketing or on Facebook advertising, on all different areas, the niches that he's got involved in. But you know, Chris realized he was part of the problem. He was one of the guys that would come out and he would teach from stage. And he would just blast people with a fire hose of information, and they're soaking wet, trying just to retain one little bit, and they leave a little bit confused. And Chris said, you know what? What if there was a way where people could actually retain it, apply it, and then maximize it? And then he realized, he goes, wait a second, that real estate investment education company I was a part of so many years ago, they had that thing called ISD, and it's a certain way that people teach and retain. And I can tell you that's where a lot of this came from. And Chris took that old real estate investment education, that solid foundation, the ISD format. Like when I went to Georgia Southern University, I'm going to guess that that's how they actually created that curriculum. I know they do it at Harvard and some of the other major institutions, but it's really the way that the collegiate world builds curriculum so the person who's out there teaching from a textbook can deliver information. Students can use it, they retain it, they maximize it. And when Chris and his partner put this together, and I had a chance to see this, like I said, I knew I had to be part of it because this is something special. It's really combined the seminar model and then the higher education model, combine the two together, and there's a whole lot here. We're seeing leaders like yourself, Rob, and leaders like yourself, Bert, locking arms with us saying, hey, we want to be part of this. They know there's something great going on. And that's just from the content. I mean, how great is it? I'm going to guess that everybody in this line tonight, I'm going to guess that you already have a primary business. You probably have a primary business with Bert or with Rob. But how great is it if you had another income stream, another business where it could teach you not only how to make money with that, and we've got a great way to do that, but what if we were able to show you how to put huge results, put your current business on a bodybuilding plan, on steroids, where you took your current MLM, network marketing business, direct offer business, whatever it happens to be, direct marketing, and we show you how to take those results and how to take them to the next level and the next level and really level up your business, level up your bank account and your life. That's the type of vision that when Chris shared it with me, I was like, dude, I'm all in. I mean, I can tell you, like most everybody on the line here tonight, I was trucking along doing something. I was working with a 15-year-old, very stable company, and it had a great little gig going there. And when I walked in that office on that fateful day and saw Chris on the couch with his business partner and started asking a couple questions and asked the right questions, I knew I had to be part of this. Bert, I know that you had a quick conversation with one of your friends, and she was like, hey, take a look at this. And you're like, I'm all in, called Rob. It was a real simple conversation. One of the things that we're doing right now is we really want to invite everybody. Chris is a really humble guy. He's transparent, he's authentic, but he's really humble. What he's not sharing with you guys is that Chris has spent an absolute fortune to make this a type of event that people are going to walk away from and going, what just happened? Is that real? I have to be part of this. And, I'm just going to tell you that the best investment I can tell to anybody is to get to the launch it's going to be here in Scottsdale, actually North Phoenix, Arizona, at the JW Marriott. It's taking place less than 2 weeks from today, August 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's going to be 3 days of content. I mean, Chris is notorious for being a guy who he basically over-delivers every time. He gives way more content than he ever charges for it. I mean, that's one of the things that Chris is really well known for in the internet marketing space. That's one of the things. The other thing is Chris's authenticity. He shares with people where his results are. They're able to take what Chris has done and they do it over and over and over again. Case in point, Friday, myself, Peter Sorensen, our VP of Sales, Chris Record, we're doing a webinar from Chris's house. He's doing the webinar. He shared with people how to go get 1 cent Facebook ads going, 1 cent views, 1 cent, 2 cents. Showed them how if they get above 3 cents to turn them off. And people started using that to promote our event coming up. And we've watched registrations just completely keep coming in, keep coming in, keep coming in. What you're going to get this weekend, whether you join the college or whether you don't when you come out to Arizona, we're going to give you so much value, so much content. You're going to walk away, scratch your head going, they didn't try to sell me something. And I walked away with all this crazy value. I want to just talk real quick about the compensation plan. As we talk about value, let me go ahead and just talk about what could be in it for you should you decide to lock arms with us. Should you get to the event and go, you know what, they gave me so much value, I want to offer this to my database, or I want to learn how to build a list and how to have an extra income source going on. Or maybe you say, hey, I want to lock arms with Chris and the team and do this full time. We've got what Chris said. I want to just rehash it one more time because he was cutting in and out, and I really feel for all of your viewers online, you completely deserve to hear this without any kind of buffering interruption. What Chris shared with you is he's developed a compensation plan that has truly never been done before. Chris comes where he's made a lot of money in the affiliate marketing space, and so when he wanted to build this company, he said, look, I want to create affiliate marketing but with leverage. Affiliate marketing but with leverage. And so that's the compensation plan that's been put in place here. And so like a regular affiliate when you make an affiliate sale, you may make 40 to 50%. Chris pays you a flat 40% right up front, up to 40%. But then you start getting the second tier, basically, as a 2-tier affiliate compensation plan where the people that you've introduced us to, they're passing you up 20%, and they're keeping 20 for themselves. Really exciting the way it works. But the really, really, really exciting part is when you've earned $100,000 in earned commissions, Chris pays you a $100,000 matching bonus plan. So you make $100,000, you do it in the 3-year window, Chris pays you a $100,000 matching bonus. And we don't call it matching millions because of all the huge number of people that are getting the $100,000 bonus checks. We've had people that have done it as short as 23 days just during pre-launch here. We've had people do it in less time than that, and some people have done it in just a little bit more than time than that. We're giving you 36 months to hit the $100,000 mark, but we're also giving you 36 months to earn $1 million. When you've racked up $1 million in earned profits, earned commissions during that 36-month window, Chris matches you with an instant $1 million bonus. Those are both one-time milestone bonuses. So you can make $100,000, we match you. You make $200,000 total. Make $1 million, we match you $2 million total. And we've got other things. Chris just bought this really, really sharp BMW i8 hybrid supercar. He's going to give that away on November 12th back here in Arizona at our first international affiliate convention. And the way to do it is really just make $100,000 between now and 11/11. We've got a lot of people already in the mix for the car. I don't care what your background is. I don't care what type of results you've had with the training, even during pre-launch. We're seeing people light their businesses on fire, and they're laughing all the way to the bank. It's 23 sales. If you do the math, it's 23 sales right now in pre-launch to make a $100,000 bonus. And we've got people that are literally doing a sale a day doing that. So, a lot of great things, Bert. You and I had a chance to meet a couple years ago at the Association of Network Marketing Professionals event. I can remember when you and I met, and it was definitely a happy memory. But I can tell you, as much as I've enjoyed getting to know you over the last 2 years, just since we've been able to lock arms here together, man, I'm really excited and stoked about it. And then when you told me that the birthday bandit, Rob Ford, this guy every year leaves me the coolest birthday message on my Facebook, and Rob is one of those legendary guys in the space. When he told me that we were going to have a chance to all 3 and 4 lock arms together, and Rob was going to be part of this, legendary team, man, I got really, really fired up. And I've seen that you guys have started getting serious about pushing the college. You're getting some great results already. Your ticket sales are coming off the hook. It's like you just turn the throttle on. I guess you're waiting for us to let the cat out of the bag that we're paying a 40% affiliate for every single ticket that you sell. We code those to you. And so for all of you online here tonight, check this out. You can get started with Rob and with Bert. I'm the sales guy, so I got to tell you how you join the team, right? I'd be remiss if I didn't. But you literally can lock arms with Bert and with Rob for $25. That gets you the general admission. And that's if you're coming on the McDonald's shoestring budget. Nothing wrong with that. We just want you to be there. And that ticket's normally $100. Chris and his partner have slashed that 75%. But we've also got our $400 VIP ticket. And as you heard Chris say, and I want to just rehash this one more time because he was a little garbled through buffering. But Chris has paid or had people pay as much as $10,000 to come to one of his high-level masterminds. It's the 3C conference, and what you're going to experience in Arizona is the 3C conference, and that presents the Internet Marketing College. Chris has charged as much as $10,000, and for in years past, be part of this mastermind. And for our VIP tickets, it's a $400 ticket. $400 would get you in the room normally. But Chris has gone even further, and he's slashing that 75%. So for $100, you have special VIP access. There's special VIP-only training sessions. You're going to have early admission. You'll be able to get preferred seating. We're also going to record everything and give it to you. Something that for the people who aren't there, they may pay as much as $2,000 for this. We're going to be doing a lot of recording. Chris is shooting some front-end funnel stuff. But the bottom line is that you have one of these chances right now to be part of history. And what I can tell you what I saw. I wanted to be part of this because I watched Chris's partner do over $1 billion, and that was with a B, over $1 billion in sales across his merchant account. I've watched Chris record personally from a guy who's a colleague in the industry, watch Chris go on to do some really, really cool and amazing things. but it wasn't just a Chris record show. See, if it was only about Chris, I probably wouldn't have signed on. I wouldn't have signed on to be the chief sales officer. I wouldn't have signed on to be an affiliate. What I saw was Chris gets a real good kick out of helping people. He understands that value proposition and how, that paying it forward. I've seen this guy, and he's got one of the biggest hearts you'll ever meet. And to see how much he thrives on watching other people succeed, I knew that by joining part of this team and bringing my skill set, my talents to the table, locking arms with a guy like Chris and like the entire team here, we're doing something that not to sound cliche, it's never been done before. And so this is one of those unique times. It's one of those unique times where you get to decide, where you make a difference, you make a decision here. I can tell you, Chris and I were just in Dallas at the same event where I met you, Bert, and there was a gentleman walking by. He called me on October 31st, 2012. October 31st, 2012. I had just resigned from a very large network marketing company that was doing over $100 million a year. I resigned that morning. And he called to tell me about this new opportunity. And it was only $25 to get started. And I looked it all over, and I passed. I said no thank you. And I won't tell you the guy's name, and I won't tell you that company's name, but I can tell you that I watched in awe what they did with mad respect. But there reached a point where my respect also had a little bit of, I don't want to use the word resentment, but it was a little bit of, a little bit of regret. I looked at what this guy did. He created over $2 million in his personal earnings. And when I had the opportunity, like you have here tonight, to really take a look and to start, they started that day. And when I look back and I said, you know what, I wish I had just said yes. And I saw Chris and I saw this guy in Dallas last month, a month and a half ago. Time is so irrelevant right now. And I shared that story with him. And as I really got present to the fact that I look back and go, man, I wish I just joined him. My gut was telling me yes. My head was telling me no. It was just one of those, I was like a fresh brewed cup of iced tea where it's a little bit still hot and a little bit still cold. I wish I just betted on me back then. And so I really want to share that with you because I don't want you to have a $2 million regret. We're watching people join here, and I've been part of this industry since 1998. And I've been a professional doing this full time since 2003. And I'll just share, I've been on the affiliate side, I've been in the field, I've been an executive with several different companies, I've been a part owner of a company. And all my time, I share this with you for this, and all my time in doing this, I have never in my 18-year career seen anything that can hold a candle or a matchstick to what we're doing here. I've never seen a company go in pre-launch and have $1 million plus months after $1 million plus months, and then watching some of the powerhouse, who's who, the most respected men and women in our space lock arms like I'm seeing right here. We got something special. You deserve to see this. Come see it for yourself. Have a chance to lock arms with Rob and with Bert, with Chris Recker, with myself. I can tell you we're a very affiliate-driven and affiliate-focused company. You're going to see that when you're with us out here in August 5th, 6th, and 7th, out here in Phoenix, Arizona. So Rob and Bert, thanks for letting me hang out. I'm here for questions if you guys want to open it up. I want to say it's an honor to be here, and I'll see you guys again also next week.
Yeah, pretty awesome, Mike. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm so stoked. Listening to Chris talk and you talk, I'm getting like goosebumps, all excited again because I really was. I spent the last 15 months pretty much in semi-retirement where I had settled into the income we were making, multiple six figures, not doing a whole lot, going, how much money do you really got to make? But when Bert called me up and he said, hey, Rob, I want to show you this thing that Chris is doing, and I've been following Chris for years, right? And it's like, oh, dude, you don't understand. I was really having a good time being retired, and now I can't because this is going to be transformative. Chris used the word, I forget what the word was, but it will change this industry completely. Because I actually looked on my own computer. I don't have my video. My video's broke right now. But I show everybody. But I have a thing called Master Courses, and I added it up that over the last 5 years, I spent over $50,000 in training courses. Most of those I either never completed, or I certainly didn't retain, or I certainly didn't execute on. And I know with what you guys are putting together in this college, it will literally be that linear format where It's the best way to instruct. Even the military uses it, but it's the way that we'll retain it and execute it and be held accountable for it. So it's just pretty freaking incredible. But hey, I gotta go. I got another thing scheduled, but thanks so much for stopping by. You and Chris are awesome. And we'll see you in Phoenix for sure. Is it hot over there?
Yeah, today's a cool day. It's like only 110, so I can tell you, I was at the resort earlier, and it's an absolute gorgeous place. I'll tell you that resort normally goes for 150 a night or more during this time of year, $300, $400, $500 a night during the season. You normally pay a $25 a day internet fee and a $39 a day resort fee. We've got a killer price that Chris and his team has put together. You know, we're looking forward to seeing you guys. Rob, looking forward to enjoying some time together. And Bert, as always, my ball brother.
Right, guys. Well, hey, super pumped, guys. I'm super glad that you guys could stop by. Thanks again, Mike and Chris, for stopping by. Again, this was another webinar that we did for the $1 Million Map, $1 Million Marketing Map. We'll be here again next week for the finale of the series, week 5, as we literally launch and head over to Scottsdale for the Internet Marketing College. This evening, at the conclusion here, we'll send you over so that you can grab your ticket to the event, and we'll see you in just a couple weeks in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions or if you want to pick up the phone and have a conversation, send us a note. For me, send me a note on the private Facebook, and then I'll send you my private super secret phone number. You can reach out to Bert, but we're here. We're here for you. We're committed to doing this and making it. I mean, you'll learn pretty much everything you need to know once you go to the event and learn what Chris has got for you. But we have a lot of stuff you can plug in and shorten the time because the work result has already been done. It's already been done, and I've spent the last 5 years automating the stupid thing. And all you got to do is hook your wagon to our train, or whatever that saying is. So reach out to us on Facebook, pick up the phone, do whatever you need to do, and ciao.
See you next time.
Ta-da! Yeah, I don't know what the heck